Welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm in West Bromwich. It's a bit cold this morning. We've got Storm Aowen on its way, and that means we've got a yellow storm warning for a little bit of a drizzle and a bit of a breeze, so be careful out there. Anyway, what I thought to do today is just take you around a few of the shops. When I say a few of the shops, I'm talking about those shops that you remember or you may have forgotten. And so what I'm going to do is have a walk around some of the, have a look in the Queen Square shopping centre mainly, and also, do you remember the Arcadia? That was another little shopping area. That was a covered shopping mall, if you like. It was kind of a, all right, so we call it a covered alleyway. And in there used to be lots of little shops down there. Some people used to call it a little magical little place down there, and everybody remembers the cafe, the milk bar. So I'll show you where that was and where it ended, and also we'll just have a look around some of the other shops that used to frequent along the high street. So let's go and check it out. So when this shopping centre opened, which would have been in the early 70s, it was known as the Sandwell Centre. Now it's known as the Queen Square. So what do we remember of the shops that used to be here in this shopping centre? Well, at the top there, that used to be the Farrier's pub, and round the corner now is the toilets, but you can't go any further because it used to be the multi-storey car park, but it's all blocked off up there now because the multi-storey car park has been demolished. But when we look over here, this used to be Sainsbury's, look. Yeah, all this was Sainsbury's. And then it became Quick Save for a time, before it all closed down and never got reoccupied. But all these empty units now, look, all along this side would consist of Druckers. There was Walter Smith, the butchers. There was Bell and Jones, the camera shop. Wimbush was up here. There was a cafe and a cake shop. It was quite a popular area here, just simply because of the car park. You used to come up from the car park and used to come down here, and of course you was greeted with all these stores. Here used to be the M&B shop, here where you'd come and pay your electric bills, and there was a big window, round window here. Next here would be the gas showrooms. This is the only shop left up here now, Holland and Barrett, all on its own. More empty units just here. But where this ambulance charity shop is, air ambulance, I think there was a Rumbelows, I believe, here. Very cramped shop it was full of fridges and freezers. Where that Compass shop is, that many people remember that as being Chelsea Girl. Next to that, where it's got Shaw's Direct, now closed down, that used to be Dulce's. Straight ahead in Jeff Baines, that used to be Dixon's. Just here where all the water used to cascade from the roof into a pool. It was all built here like an oasis, stone benches and plants. This used to be called Mackay's or Mackay's. This clothes shop was here for years and years, but it's all gone now. You can see all down here, it's all closed up. All the units are empty. Yeah, there was a cafe, I think, just through those doors. Paragon Jewellers used to be here just as you came in. But of course that used to be the bus station, didn't it, up through there? We'd have Stan Smith Electrical. He used to be in the upper high street. We had Curry's. And there's Boots. Next to Boots you'd have Mothercare. Somebody told me, we have £55,000 a year for rent, to rent that building. If that's the sort of money wanted to rent these shops, no wonder they're all empty. Okay, there's Tesco. That's where Tesco would have been, where Poundland is now. And Tesco's used to have an upstairs area where there was clothes up there. And you'd get your Green Shield stamps. Down here now, of course, this would lead you on to the new shopping area called New Square. Down this area we'd have Spooners, the bakers. There'd be a record shop right at the bottom, but then it became a pram shop. There was a card shop down there. Bell and Jones moved down there as well. Where that shop is there, called Excite. That used to be Our Price Records. I think they were bought by Virgin. Virgin Megastore bought them out, I believe. We had a few record shops back then. I was walking through this shopping centre in the early 1970s, and someone came up to me and shouted really loud at me. It scared the hell out of me. I looked round, it looked like a little old lady at the time, and it transpired that that person was somebody called Mad Julie, who was a character who used to frequent this area quite often, and she would just walk up to you and shout at you. I think she was very harmless, but when we were young we were scared of her. I don't know if anybody remembers Mad Julie. Where this shuttered shop is, Exchange, that was once Thornton's. As far as I'm aware, Boots is the only original store left in his centre. I'm not sure if Samuel's is another. You can see there's one or two shops that are trading down here, but if I remember rightly, Rushi, didn't that used to be John Menzies? Yeah, John Menzies. I think there's a John Menzies in the other shopping centre as well, King Square. There were two at one time. Did you know there's a church in here? It's called the True Vine City Church. It opens from Sunday to 11, from 11 till 2 o'clock. And it's got a Czech church and I presume it's Polish church. 3 churches in one. It's a place where everybody is somebody. Okay, we're coming out of here now. I've done a few videos of Queen Square. It doesn't get any better each time I go in. Just about here, there was West Bromwich's first ever shopping centre, if you could call it as such. It was like a roofed over alleyway that used to connect from here, the High Street, into Paradise Street. It was just around here and it was called the Arcadia. Now who remembers the shops that used to be in the Arcadia? Well, there's things called, there was a badge shop, I remember. There was Smith's, the gift shop that was just on the entrance as you went in. There was I don't know, there was a clothes shop over there on the corner as well as you went in. So there was kind of Smith's here and there was a clothes shop there. There was a milk bar cafe through there with those high stools. I think most of us remember that one. There was a hat shop. There was a clothes shop opposite the hat shop. Who remembers the sports shop in there that used to be run by a world famous long cross-country runner and 5,000 metre bronze medalist? His name was Ian Stewart, Scottish long distance runner. He retired in 1978 to concentrate on his sports shop, but I don't think it was there too long. But there was a wool shop in there as well. At the bottom end, which I'll show you in a bit, there was a dance studio, I think it was called Stella's or Audrey's on the first floor. The ground floor consisted of a hardware store. So you cut through here to Paradise Street and also the King's Cinema. We're in the Prince's Parade area of the High Street. Now who remembers this? Yeah, just here. See all these scaffoldings here? That was the original site of Woolworths before it moved up that end, and then it closed down in 2008 to become Wilko's. I think it was Wilkinson's first, then Wilko's, wasn't it? But Woolworths was built here in 1922. But finally, Woolworths disappeared from the High Street in 2008. Next to this Woolworths, just a bit further on here, that used to be the indoor market. I always remember it being very dark in there, and I don't remember any of the stalls or what was going on in there. I was very young when the first time I went in. I was very young the last time I went in. There's two very old parts left of West Bromwich here. You can see just here. There, look. Above ship, please. I'll take you a little bit further on and show you another part of some very old West Bromwich. Very old buildings, look there. Just there as well, look. Above Food to Go and the Pound Bakery. It does look as though the landlords need to get a bit of cleaning done up there. The new store in the middle part of the High Street is iHut, used to be Homeland and Opticians. Okay, let's go and have a look in King Square then. Another empty unit just here on the corner. Now King Square certainly ain't got as many empty units in here as the Queen Square. But this has had various uses, this building. It used to be a loan shop at one time. Where they would charge you very high interest rates for loans. Now this one, Jeff Baines, I think he used to be called Terry Blood's. There's another record shop. No, it's a lot more. It's a lot busier in here than the Queen Square. You'd be thinking Queen Square was busier when you see the amount of people going in there, but of course I've said many a times it's just a shortcut now to the new square. I didn't know Warren James had closed down. This used to be a very popular jewellery store, that one. This used to be Superdrug, but I think it's moved to the new square. I did a video not a while back called Tent City. I'm just walking past there now. Take a look, see what's actually going on here. It's a big charity shop here. Now this is where I want to show you Arcadia. Oh, they moved the tents. Still one tent here, and they moved one of the tents over to this corner. This is CT Furniture. This is the entrance to the King's Cinema, and this is one of the reasons, where we got open 7 days here. That used to be the exit or entrance, if you like, of the Arcadia that would run from here in Paradise Street to where I showed you in the High Street. And here, the corner here, there used to be a hardware store and above the hardware store would be the dance academy. I remember, the only bit I remember of Paradise Street was all over here used to be a car park where the bus station was. The King Cinema has had a lot of uses since it closed in 2002. Mainly it's been a night spot where we had Tokyo Joe's, Rumours, and last was named Nickleby's. The Nickleby's sign is still up there. Okay, so that's what I remember. Some of those shops mainly in the Sandwell Centre as it was back then. See, the Sandwell Centre sticks in our memory, doesn't it? Because it was the first shopping centre of its kind in the Black Country, if you like, and it was a really wonderful place. We were confronted with a huge range of shops and supermarkets. It was a fabulous place, really, but sadly it ain't a fabulous place any longer. I hope it's jogged your memory on some of the shops that I can remember. I'm sure you can remember far more than me, but it's changed so much around there, and all those shops, you'll never get them back. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. And if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.